What's up, people? What's going on? It's MCZX here, and welcome to the very first episode of Matbound. It's the weekly wrestling showdown. I'm MCZX, and this is the Smart Kingdom. Guys, we have a lot to talk about. So much stuff to talk about. Um, First things first. I know some of you want to know my thoughts on All In. I'll let you know my thoughts right now. If I had to rate that show is a 9. Definitely a 9. It was the Young Bucks' very first time doing things like this, and along with Cody. It was their very first shot, and I really can't be upset at how it came out. It was exceeded all my expectations. I really thought there was going to be more problems because it was their first time, but besides one women's match ending on a botch and the six-man tag being cut short, All In was exactly what I wanted it to be. Indie Paradise, and I hope they do All In #2 eventually. But that's all I have to say about All In. And if I have to pick my favorite match, that's hard. It's hard. I don't know what my favorite match could be. I want to say Omega versus Penta, but also Lethal and Flip Gordon's match was really good. I really enjoyed those two. I enjoyed the Fatal 4-Way with the women too. That was also fun. But yeah, that's all I have to say about All In. Great show. Highly recommend you watch it. It had its issues, especially in 0 Hour with audio, but besides that, it's highly recommended. I'm sure most of you have seen it already. It's been weeks since that show's happened, but hey, I'm back and we had to talk about it. But that out the way, let's move on to more current things. Oh man. So WWE 2K19 ended their roster reveal. And I have a couple thoughts about that game. I honestly don't think I'm going to purchase it this year. I may get it when it's on sale. But if that's the on this roster, I'm not getting it. There is some glaring omissions in that game that should not be an issue, because the characters I'm about to mention, well, at least 3 of them were on disc last year in 2018's game, and they're not on the disc this year. And if 2K thinks they're going to get money from us by basically, charging us DLC for characters that were already there, that's bull. That's absolute bull, and I don't think that's fair to anybody out there. But let's talk about it, as MGK would say. He got smoked, didn't he? Poor MGK. That kill shot was real. So, the 3 people I'm talking about, Brian Kendrick, Tommaso Ciampa, the NXT champion, and Nikki Cross. And it amazes me how they aren't in the game, because I am positive they got scanned. Positively sure they got scanned. And if they're not in the game and they're DLC, that's a new low for 2K. It better be like a free update that includes those 3 characters in, and then you can pay for the DLC. But it shouldn't be, hey, you gotta pay the season pass, which gives you these things. I'm gonna wait until that happens, until they announce it, and once they announce it, then we'll talk about it. But I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about purchasing it until then, because the E-Fed we're gonna do is most likely gonna be in Fire Pro, because there's more freedom in there. For the people who aren't in the game, Bobby Lashley, he did show up right after Raw, after Mania, so I can understand if you didn't scan him. You could always scan him later. Ricochet not being in the game is weird, because he was there, I believe, before they did WrestleMania. Like, he was there at the takeover. I know that much, but he was in the company, so I'm sure he was scanned. He was at live events. They could have scanned him. Jared is not in the game, even though he went into the Hall of Fame. And there's no Mick Foley. That doesn't make sense to me. And Ciampa not being in it's just a damn shame. But that's all I really need to say about that, man. I just think 2K19 needs to make up their minds. If you're going to try to steal money from us, fine. Fine. I'm sure there's going to be folks who are going to buy the game, like the folks who buy Madden and 2K19 every year when it's nothing new in it. And I'm in that crowd, but I'm going to get it on sale. There's no way in hell I'm going to pay full price for something that should be in the game already. Like, I don't understand that. That's just me personally. Um, but you guys, I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that we should purchase 2K19 anyway, or should we just lay off it till Christmas when the Christmas sale comes on? But 2K19 could do better than this. This is just embarrassing that last year's iteration of the game is better than the game that's out now. That's just sad. Because if you expect the community to create all of the wrestlers that aren't there, trust me, they will be there. They'll be there. Someone's going to make it happen, and it's a shame. But that's all I wanted to talk about with 2K. This episode is weird. The energy's been thrown off because I didn't know I was having company today on Forge. If I knew I was having company, I would have included them, but it kind of throws everything off. So, sorry about that. Oh, there's a message. I just got a message. I can't look at it because I'm on live and it's going to end the broadcast. We got to wait. All right, so Hell in a Cell is about to come on in, I believe, 2 hours. I'm not excited about this. I'm not excited about this at all. I watched Raw. I actually went to it live on my day off. And what the hell was that? What the hell was that? It wasn't good at all. It may have been the most boring show I've ever seen. It seemed like the show was maybe 1/3 Hell in a Cell, another third of the Australian Super Showdown, and another third of Evolution. It's like it's overbooked and it doesn't make sense. My poor laptop's dying on me again. I have all my articles up, and this thing won't go away. Go away. Anyway, Raw went pretty much like this. You had the Shield confront the entire roster, and they beat up the entire roster because they have axe handles, and that pissed me off. By the way, another thing that pisses me off, why do I have to sit with people in the crowds that are no good with this wrestling thing? I am tired of sitting next to casual fans. It's annoying. The casuals make me want to run my head through the wall because they enjoyed that. They enjoyed the entire roster being buried by 3 guys. Just 3. And I can't understand or fathom why any of you would like that. Yeah, I like the Shield, but the Shield isn't here. It's not here for us. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like a reunion where they're just going to wreck shit. This is whatever. Let's get Roman over type of Shield. That's all this is. And if you can't see that, something is clearly wrong with you. Like, or maybe you're just not catching on. But this is to protect Roman, because if it was no Shield and Dean and Seth was just taking on Drew and freaking Ziggler, I guarantee Roman would be getting booed out of that building. He's just not anymore. Nikki Bella defeated Ruby Riott. That was a good match. Can't believe I'm saying that. That was actually a good match. Big Show did the Connor's Cure, Superstars of Tomorrow. Very nice moment. AOP defeated Johnny Flex and Nathan Bradley. Poor Johnny Flex got murdered again. Triple H addressed The Undertaker, talking about he's going to put him down. Whatever. The Raw Tag Team Championships. Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler. I had to sit through a B-Team match live, and Shino owes me for that. So probably next week you'll see him on here because he's going to have to collaborate with me. I'm not going to watch this. Kevin Owens beat the crap out of Tyler Breeze. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable buried the Ascension more. I don't even know where the Ascension is at this point. It's like they're not under Earth. If there's a second Earth in Earth, they're in that one, and they're just buried under that. They're gone. Poor Ascension. Like, I had high hopes. had high hopes and you killed it. Took it all away from us, man. Just yoink, yeah, I'm gone. Ronda Rousey and Natalia defeated Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. That was cool. Mick Foley's going to be the special guest referee in a Hell in a Cell match. Finn Balor defeated Elias, which was another good match. And then Reigns attacked Braun Strowman and Samoan dropped him through a table. I wanted to leave after Balor versus Elias, but we had to stay. As for SmackDown, the less said about SmackDown, the better. I really don't want to talk about it. I hated it. I hated it. I watched it on highlights, and I hated it. I only liked Jeff Hardy versus Nakamura. That was cool. I did not care about the Sonya Deville Charlotte match. I did not care about the Bar versus Rusev Day, even though Rusev Day wins. Almas versus R-Truth. I didn't care about that either. Why is Almas feuding with R-Truth in the first place? Maybe I missed something the past couple weeks because I heard R-Truth freaking main evented a SmackDown, and he won. He won. It is amazing to me. And then the main event was Brie Bella versus Maurice. Like, you really thought I was going to sit through that? I'm not sitting through that. It's absolute bull. As always, NXT was great. Orny Loken and Danny Burch were back. They defeated Cesar Bononi and Andrade Jode, also known as Ryu. Ciampa denied beating up Aleister Black. That was good on his part. I like his new music. I like the way he addressed us. I think Ciampa's the best thing going in NXT right now. Best heel in the company. Shayna Baszler defeated some lady named Violet Payne, and Lars Sullivan defeated Raul Mendoza, a.k.a. NXT's punching bag. I mean, he's great, but he gets his ass kicked a lot. And Nikki Cross and Bianca Belair went no contest, and they ended with a brawl. A lot of fun stuff there. If you're wondering about 205 Live, I've not been paying attention. I don't have the time, and I don't want to watch 205 Live at this moment. I thought Gulak was going to take the belt off of Cedric. Apparently not. So it's like, well, F me. I don't even know what we're doing with that show. And the lack of Cruiserweight tag titles on that show sucks. But we have something looming in the background, and that is Hell in a Cell. So we might as well do a little quick prediction time. Prediction time for Hell in a Cell. So I think pre-show is the New Day versus Rusev Day for SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Why this is on the pre-show, I don't know. If I had to choose, I know Rusev Day is not winning because we can't have nice things, and I like the New Day, so I'm going to pick the New Day. That's one. McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler versus Rollins and Ambrose for the Raw Tag Team Championships. That's on the main card. If they're going to do it, I think they'll do from the limited amount of time I've had. I think Ziggler and McIntyre are going over. There's no way they're going to lose to the Shield. And the Shield will have the Intercontinental Championships, the Tag Championships, and the... No, it ain't happening. I'm picking McIntyre and Ziggler to win that. Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. Come on, man. Rousey is going to win that. That's so obvious. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match. Listen, Jeff said he got something big planned for this. Something huge. I don't know what that may be. I'm thinking Jeff's going to jump off the cell onto a table, kind of recreating the Mick Foley spot 15 years ago. I feel like he's going to do something that's going to put him in danger. It just seems like Jeff would do that since he's never been in a Hell in a Cell match. Shocking, I know, but Jeff's going to jump off the cell. He's just going to have to. He's going to jump off the side of the cell and to a table. Something is going to happen. I want to pick Jeff Hardy for this, but my gut says Orton is winning this Hell in a Cell match despite Jeff's antics. I'm picking Randy Orton. Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maurice in a mixed tag team match. I don't care. I feel like this is too soon anyway. This Bryan and Miz feud. Getting their wives involved does not make me any more excited about it. I was expecting them to Give me a long drawn out storyline where they kind of would stay away from each other. They kind of, they bump pats like, oh, you, and they'd walk off. But no, we're not getting that. We're getting, oh, we had a match. I don't remember how we ended it. So now our wives are here to keep the story going because it's personal. Whatever. Just what freaking ever, man. Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. I want Becky to win this so bad. By the way, let's talk about Becky Lynch. Can you please explain to me why are we trying to make Becky Lynch the bad guy here? Because Becky's not the bad guy. She didn't do anything wrong. She was robbed at SummerSlam, and she did what was natural. She whooped her ass. She whooped Charlotte's ass for stealing my spotlight once again. And it's disgusting. It's annoying at this point how many times Charlotte keeps getting these rubs. I feel like Charlotte is going to be mimicking her dad a little bit. Maybe like a 16-time women's champion. Because these title runs have been coming quick and they're not really long. They end like after 3 months, 3, 4, 5 months, and that's it. Charlotte doesn't need this. Becky needs this win more than anything. But I know they're not going to make Charlotte drop the belt this soon. She just won it. So Becky's going to lose, unfortunately. And Charlotte's going to win that match. And I'm going to hate it with all of my soul because it shouldn't happen. It's not supposed to happen. Becky is supposed to be champ right now, and I should have a heel Charlotte. But creative doesn't want to do anything that's nice. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Now, their first encounter was really good. Second encounter should top the first encounter. I want to say Joe would win, but I'm not going to say that. Instead, I'm going to say AJ is going to hold it for another month. Probably he'll drop it around October. I want to say when the game comes out, then AJ will probably drop the belt to Joe after the third and final attempt. I think this is going to end maybe a tricky finish. Not like, oh, he hit him with the phenomenal form 1, 2, 3. I think it's just going to end weird, kind of like their last match did. And I hope the feud continues. I actually like that on SmackDown. And then there's Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman at the McDonald's Hell in a Cell with special guest Mick Foley as the referee. Honestly, whatever. They're not going to do any big spots. They're just probably going to knock the cell down or a wall's going to fall down. Preferably the wall that's by the entrance ramp. I don't know. It's nothing that's going to compare to Foley and Taker or Shawn and Taker. It's just going to be something to happen. I'm not picking Strowman to win because why? Strowman has been booked like a complete idiot ever since he won Money in the Bank. And ever since SummerSlam, to be quite honest, Strowman has been booked horribly. He's not a heel. I don't know why we booing Braun Strowman now. Braun is not the bad guy in the situation. Roman Reigns is the bad guy in this situation because Braun is supposed to be champ right now. And it is not happening. So I'm going to just pick Roman to win because why would he lose the belt after just getting it? It's not happening. The end. That's Hell in a Cell. I may just sit through I'll sit through it on autopilot and do a reactive review, possibly, so we can talk more about it. But that's Hell in a Cell. As for the New Japan news, I just want to let you guys know we're going to do New Japan stuff once I watched both the pay-per-views. I haven't been able to watch those. Why is my mouth moving like this? What the hell? Okay, sorry. Yeah, we're looking all shaky and stuff right now. But yeah, New Japan's going to be on the second episode once I get some time to watch both of the Dominion. This is not Dominion. Whatever the pay-per-view is called, because I've been ripping and running, guys. And some news. Matt Hardy is done. He's done. I'm sad, but I'm happy we got to see Woken Matt Hardy in a WWE ring. The final deletion in the WWE. In WWE. I am just happy we got to see all that because, It sucks. It's unfortunate. If Matt is truly injured and he cannot wrestle anymore, because if he does, they say his back is going to fuse with like his pelvis or something. It's just bad. It's bad. It's a bad injury, and he can't really go for it. So I just wanted to let everyone know Matt has always been amazing. I love Matt Hardy to death. I'm ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I'm sad the broken woken gimmick is going to be laid to rest. Maybe Bray Wyatt can assimilate some of it when he comes back. It just sucks. It sucks to see someone go out like that. But it's 26 years he wrestled, and he can't really complain about that. So I'm thankful Matt Hardy's at peace with it, and I'm happy that he was able to do everything he needed to do. So farewell to Mr. Hardy. Maybe we'll see him at a Royal Rumble or something, or just some surprise appearance where he doesn't have to wrestle full time, because the man is a father. He has two kids. He does need to be a dad. Can't be away all the time. So it was different with Impact because he wasn't going anywhere. You'd shoot the 3 tapings and then you'd go home. But this schedule WWE has. I mean, it's kind of hard to be a family man and all that. So, yeah, easy travels to Matt Hardy, and hopefully he's happy in whatever venture he does next. Hopefully he can help the people in NXT with like character development, because Matt Hardy has reinvented himself plenty of times. He's never been irrelevant. He may have been booked bad, but he's never been irrelevant. And that entire Impact run completely proves that. Went from iconic to just regular old Matt to freaking broken, and come on. The scum thing in Ring of Honor, that was fun. I mean, Matt Hardy's great, and I'm gonna miss him in the ring, but you gotta do what you gotta do for your family, because family always comes first. And the last thing I want to talk about before I get out of here, I saw an article. I saw a little article. Stephanie McMahon was talking about, you know, us, the fans. I'm going to read this from Cage Side Seats. This week's McMahon was invited to speak at the Sports Business Journal's Game Changers Conference as a part of the Ideas Move Us Forward panel. McMahon was tasked with discussing women searching for equality in sports. Fine. During her speech, McMahon dropped this line in the key to WWE's recent run of success. We're successful for one reason only: we listen to our audience. Really? 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 Maybe you listen to a small sector of your audience, but you do not listen to your audience, ma'am. With all due respect, I don't believe that that statement is true. Now, playing devil's advocate, I know some fans want things that are completely impossible. Like, oh, you should sign Kenny Omega and just shoot a rocket on him and send him to the main event, have him be the Universal Champion and WWE Champion, and all, like, just really insane ideas that it's not going to work. There are other things that won't work within the company's protocol and how they are now. This isn't the Attitude Era anymore. They can't just do headshots and blood. And you got to play within the boundaries that's been set. Do I think some of the creative decisions have been absolutely garbage? Yes. They can do better if they did listen to us. The SummerSlam didn't even have to end with Roman with his hand up. It could have ended right after he beat Lesnar. 1 power slam, 2 power slams. Strowman holds the belt up, and now we have Reigns clawing his way back up to beat Braun Strowman, and that could have been told right. The Raw Tag Team division is an absolute joke. The Revival and AOP should be the main 2 teams, but instead, you gave me the B team. And Drew and Dolph. Like, what? Are you kidding me? You listen to us. The Intercontinental Championship is turned into a footnote because Seth's back with the Shield. I don't see any defenses on this show. He's going for tag belts and he already has gold. How fair is that to the rest of the roster that may want to be Intercontinental Champion? It's not fair. Um, the list goes on and on. There's plenty of things that's wrong that I feel the company's not listening to us. I'm not gonna say that, oh, you got to do everything our way. You got to do it. This is their company. I can acknowledge that this is theirs. However, if you are listening to us, certain things should be happening right now. Things should be in place. It seems like the only place we're being listened to is in NXT. Like the hardcore fans who like good storytelling. I think for the casual fans that I was sitting by, they love this. They love what's being told to them, but they don't see what's wrong with it. Like, I think I had a conversation with the guy, one of the guys I was sitting next to him, like, you're booing Strowman, but a month ago you was cheering Strowman. You see how ridiculous this is. They're like, well, Strowman he shouldn't attack Roman Reigns. And I'm like, oh, in the conversation, and I did, because there's no point to talk. Um, I don't think, they care as much as they want to claim they care. It's like saying the NFL cares about their fans. Not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them, but not all of them. I don't think it was wise to say that WWE cares, because they don't. They care that you have a good time, but they don't care if you like the storylines. They don't care if you like who's being booked to be champ. Where's Ember Moon, by the way? Where's Ember Moon? Where is these people from NXT who are supposed to be big deals? Why are they in mid-card runs? Why is Bobby Roode teaming with Chad Gable? If this is all we're doing for him to turn heel, why the hell are we doing it? It doesn't make sense. You could have just did it at SummerSlam. No. This is the Ronda and Roman show and Charlotte show. This is not the show for us. Things can be booked better, and they're not being booked better. And there's plenty of people online who can book a way better show than what they're giving us. Hell in a Cell, I'm supposed to be excited. I'm not excited. You're the big dog in this entire league of wrestling. I'm not excited in the slightest for this. I honestly am ready to just get food and end it. But that's it. They don't listen. So Steph saying she listens to the fans, absolute bogus. That's bananas. That's ridiculous. That's not true. I don't believe it, because I got proof. Plenty. And that's just Raw and SmackDown. I can't really complain about NXT. I understand, as a smart fan, whatever you want to call it, I understand that certain people do need to be built up to get to these main event positions. I was pissed about Almas facing R-Truth. He went from facing Daniel Bryan to facing R-Truth. You dropped the ball on Rusev. You dropped the ball on Asuka. Asuka shouldn't even be freaking with a loss on her name. Two of that. Sasha Banks and Bayley should be on Raw all the time. It's kind of the reason this Evolution thing started, and they're non-existent. They're non-existent. They're like an afterthought now, and it's kind of annoying. They don't listen. And that's all that really needs to be said about that. You know that what Steph said ain't the truth. But, guys, I gotta get out of here. I've been yapping and talking for about almost 30 minutes now is what it looks like. Listen, guys, I'm going to keep working hard to make this better, to make this experience better, make the show better, all that stuff. I'm going to try my damnness to make Matbound an awesome thing. By the way, the eFed, we'll talk details about that probably in another video. But I just wanted to touch base with everyone and let everyone know my opinion on the world of wrestling. So, that being said, I'm MCZX. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. If you're going to enjoy Hell in a Cell, enjoy it. If you're just going to go and critique the thing and be negative the whole time, don't watch it. Just don't watch it. I'm going in with some hope that they may do something good on this show. Possibly. but don't be a dick, as Progress would put it. But that's all I have to say for you guys. It's been 30 minutes. I have to go and figure out food now and stuff because I don't have a lot of time. But that's it. Peace. This is Matbound, and I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Also, when I said bye bye, the thing didn't work. I pressed the button to end the thing and it didn't work. So now this is awkward. And episode 2 of Matt Bound is going to be next Sunday. So look for it every Sunday at 5 or 6 o'clock. Okay. See you. Bye now. Goodbye.